Ahoy kids, this is Awesome Nick 2010 here, and today I'm going to show you all of my SpongeBob SquarePants physical media and everything that I own of SpongeBob SquarePants that I have right now as my big collection video. I'm doing this video because today, once I upload this video on Friday, December 19th, 2025, it will mark the release date of SpongeBob's latest theatrical adventure, which is the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. I originally did a video showing all my collections that I have for SpongeBob SquarePants that I have, but I sadly deleted that video because I didn't really put in that much effort showing what's the history of the show, and the time I released it was the day before the Search for SquarePants teaser trailer came out. But I decided I should make that video again, or should I say remake it, just to make sure I can get it out on the right time. So today, let's get started of my SpongeBob SquarePants collection. First, I'm going to show you the plushies that I have. First, I have my Beanie Baby of SpongeBob SquarePants himself. This thing came out in 2004, around when the movie was going to be released. As you see by the tag over here, it says 2004 on it, if I can focus. Or I'm pretty sure you guys have this Beanie Baby. If not, then it will say 2004. Somewhere it will say 2004. And if not, then it's probably really hard to tell because I got this Beanie Baby 2 years ago. So that's my Beanie Baby of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm really happy I got this. I would one day make some plush videos with this. That'll depend if this video does well. Also released in 2004, here's my Beanie Baby of Patrick Star, which, bit of a fun fact, the voice actor who played Patrick Star was literally born in the same area where I was born. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm pretty sure you can do your own research. But I don't live in that area. I live in a different area, which I'm not going to say because of privacy. But yeah, I'm glad I got this Beanie Baby along with SpongeBob. Beanie Babies are really rare to get, so I'm going to keep this tag on. So that's my Patrick Star Beanie Baby. I'm really happy I got this. Next, I got this little excuse me SpongeBob thing that I got for Valentine's Day of 2023. It's really funny. Here, I'll show you.
Who did that? Did you hear that? Whoops! I just ripped my pants again.
Yeah, it's actually really funny that actually it works even after 2 years ago when I first got this. It was actually a Valentine's Day gift from my mom, so thank you to my mom. Yes, that's my little excuse me SpongeBob plush I got.
I have a confession to make. It was me.
Anyways, next up, which is Squidward. So yeah, I got the Squidward plush along with Mr. Krabs, which I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, I got the Squidward plush in May of this year. This looks really good. I originally have a Squidward plush, but I didn't really like it, so I replaced it with this. I'm pretty sure I have that Squidward plush somewhere. But either way, I'm happy I got this thing. So that's my Squidward plush. I'll show you my Mr. Krabs plush. Here's my Mr. Krabs plush, which, oh god, it looks so weird, especially with the eyes to hold them. And hopefully when I go see Search for SquarePants in theaters, hopefully I can get a new Mr. Krabs plush since they do have it along with Gary, since I don't have Gary. I'm begging my mom to give me the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants treasure chest popcorn bucket, which is actually very cheap. But if you go on eBay and try to get, they're like almost around $60, which is very, very crazy. But yeah, there's my Mr. Krabs plush. The last SpongeBob plush that I have is none other than Plankton. So yeah, this is the Plankton plush I got. This is based off of the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. Plankton plush, which actually looks really, really cool. I could actually just throw it around. It's actually really fun to throw. It's actually really cool. But yeah, I took the tag off, but even though it says like Sponge on the Run, it's made like around 2020. The worst year we all know because of you know why. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about my SpongeBob plushies. They're actually really cool to have. Now, time to show you my video games. So let's go over to my video game section. The first video game that I got is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I know this isn't a SpongeBob themed game, but it has SpongeBob in it, and this is the Nickelodeon version of Super Smash Brothers. So I decided to show you this. So here's Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I'm planning to get All-Star Brawl 2 for Christmas. Hopefully I do get it. If not, I could get it some other time. Yeah, I remember that. This came out the same week as Nintendo revealed the last Super Smash Bros. Character, which is Sora. So there's that. Time to open it up. And let me see. Is this... Oh yeah, you can get Nickelodeon Car Racers 2, which I don't have the game yet. I'll get the game hopefully soon. Here's a cartridge. So that's my Nickelodeon All-Star Ball. I'll show you what I got next. Cosmic Shake. Yes, I actually have Cosmic Shake. I've yet to play this game. Hopefully I'll play the game soon. I heard good things about this game, so I'll definitely get the game. Or I mean, I'll play the game soon. Sorry guys, I keep going off script. But keep in mind, I'm a big SpongeBob fan, so I tend to get really excited when I make these videos, especially Nickelodeon related videos for you guys. Here is the game right here, and and this is right here. Yeah, already expired. I mean, hey, what can you do? So this is my Cosmic Shake game. Next I have is Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I actually played this game a couple times. It was actually a very interesting rehydrated game. It came out in June 2020. Which is supposed... I think this game was going to come out in 2019, part of SpongeBob's 20th anniversary, but it was pushed back by 1 year. But keep in mind, it came out like the end of June, and SpongeBob's 20th anniversary ended in July of 2020, so it's technically a part of the 20th anniversary release celebration. Here's the game cartridge. So that's Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Next one that I have is Nickelodeon Kart Racers 1. Yes, this game is actually pretty okay. Even though we know it's supposed to be a Mario Kart clone, but it's a fun Mario Kart clone. I do know there's a little bit of a fun fact because a YouTuber named SML, in the scene for Bowser Jr.'s 10th birthday, Bowser Jr. tried to burn Nickelodeon Kart Racers because SpongeBob's face looks really weird. But they decided to cut that out because that was around the time when SpongeBob's creator, Steven Hillenburg, passed away. And that'll be super inappropriate for them to keep that scene in. It's probably over somewhere on the behind-the-scenes channel of SML. And here's the game cartridge right here. And this thing, yeah. So, yeah, already expired. So, that's my Nickelodeon Kart Racers game. And the last one... or the last SpongeBob video game that I have is Titans of the Tide. Oh boy, I finally got the latest SpongeBob game to be released. And actually, this is the first SpongeBob game that I ever have on PS5 because I do have the PS5 right here. So here's SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide. I was originally not going to get this. However, considering the fact that it has Search for SquarePants DLC, and I heard some positive things about this game, I might as well give this game a shot. I'm trying to focus on the camera. I'll probably get the window up. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, got the window on. It feels much better. Alright, so here is the game disc, which has Patrick. If I take the disc out, it has some random important stuff for English and for Spanish. So that's my SpongeBob video game parts of the video game stuff I have, along with the plushies. And one more thing I need to show you guys is I have the Time magazine of SpongeBob SquarePants, which I'm really happy I got this. It tells you the history of the show, along with SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. It feels very fun to get this. I recommend you guys get this Time magazine. It feels so much fun to know the fun facts about SpongeBob SquarePants. I work with like Steven Hillenburg. This mentions Derek Dryman too, who was directing Search for SquarePants. This was just a fun book. I recommend you get this book. Anyways, time to go on with the seasons. Well, guys, this is it. The end game. The big bad boys of the last collections I have right now. The SpongeBob movies, the SpongeBob spin-offs, and now the SpongeBob seasons, as well as this big bonus Blu-ray, which I'll explain why in a few moments when we talk about Season 8. So, this is going to be the biggest segment of the video. I'll be talking about the seasons 1 through 3, then I'll talk about the first movie, then seasons 4 through 9A, then I'll talk about Sponge Off Water, then 9B through seasons 12, then I'll talk about Sponge on the Run, then season 13, 14, 15, and the rest goes on. So without further ado, let's start with the one that started it all. Starting with, we have season 1 of SpongeBob SquarePants, which ran from 1999 through 2001. This DVD came out sometime in 2003. And, it came out 2003 and it got re-released in 2012. And the episodes lists are right here. Even though it's funny, they should do with the C with the A7E. But at least Search for SquarePants is doing that with their promotion. Also, the reason why Help One is not in there is because it contains a song called Living in the Sunlight, Living in the Moonlight, Having a Wonderful Time. And they didn't want to pay the license thing for the song. So they decided to cut it out. However, if you want to find the episode as the first one, you have to go find the SpongeBob, the first 100 episodes DVD. That came out in 2009 to celebrate SpongeBob's 10th anniversary. And these are the discs. Even though I saw a video on Jay's Blu-rays where he actually has the original artwork on the disc, but I feel like those are really hard to find. So, but hey, at least I have the first season of SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright, time for the next season. Here's season 2 of SpongeBob SquarePants, which started in 2000. This season was actually really a lot better than the previous season, mainly because it has some of my favorite episodes in it. The episode Shanghai, you can see right here. I feel like that episode might be the inspiration for Search for SquarePants, following SpongeBob and Patrick joining the Flying Dutchman. I'm pretty sure it might be a bit of a DLC expansion to that. And I'm sorry if my phone keeps glitching stuff out. Always hard for you guys to see the blurriness. I'm very sorry about that. But hey, so this DVD came out 2004, the same year as the SpongeBob movie came out, and it was re-released in 2012. So over here's the disc. And actually, unlike some other previous videos, my flipper case isn't damaged, so that's good. Here's disc 1, disc 2, and disc number 3. Alright, that's it for season 2 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Now time for the last SpongeBob season in the golden era, so let's get season 3 out. Here is season 3 of SpongeBob SquarePants. This season started in 2001 and it ended in 2004. And all the episodes were actually completed in 2002 so that they could start production on the SpongeBob movie. And actually, for the special feature right here, if you can see, you get the pilot episode, Help Wanted. Even though it's a bit weird why you put it as the special feature, maybe because season 3 was meant to be the final season of the series. But because the show is too popular, they decided to keep going. It actually, fun fact, this actually has the episode Midlife Frustration right here. This episode is really important, so you guys, I'm sorry if my phone keeps glitching. It's just I have a hard time getting my phone to focus, but at least you can see it right here. Midlife Frustration. This episode is very important because you can't find this episode on Paramount Plus, at least right now. And this episode really airs on Nickelodeon, mainly because of a certain scene, which is the panty raid scene, which I'm pretty sure you guys know this episode. So, either way, if you want to get Midlife Frustration without any glitches, I recommend you get the Season 3 DVD and the first 100 episodes of SpongeBob on DVD, because it contains that episode right there. And right here, you have the discs. Here's disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. So, that's it for the golden era of SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, time for the epic movie that we all know and love. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie, released in theaters on November 19th, 2004. Man, this movie is absolutely epic. And I'll show you the spine. And look right here. You see this Nickelodeon Movies logo right there? That Nickelodeon Movies logo you see right there, that will be used for Search for SquarePants. Just to let you know. And here is the back. Yeah, so right here, 2004, color, 87 minutes. And this movie is rated PG for some mild, crude humor. I really like the paddy wagon. There's the nice monsters. Here's the DVD. And don't try this code. It's already expired. But if you want to try and use it, go ahead. In the back, dive into more under-the-sea comedy and adventures with these SpongeBob SquarePants DVDs. I have all of them, which we'll go over them just in a few moments. Here's the Blu-ray. I will get the 4K version of this movie really soon. I will get it because I actually want to upgrade this movie to 4K. I'll definitely get it some other time. Alright, that's it for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And now time for the most decisive season of SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, starting with these couple of segments, I'm not going to pull out the disc because you actually can see the special features and the episode list on the back. So anyways, here is season 4 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Now this is where some people start to like it or start to hate SpongeBob. Personally, I think this season is actually really good, but it's nowhere near as a masterpiece as the first 3 seasons. And people note that Good Neighbors started the show's downfall, which I kind of agree and disagree. Oh wait, look at this. The most controversial episode, well, one of the most controversial episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants. Best Day Ever. I know. Best Day Ever is pretty controversial. So, anyways, we're gonna go over... Oh, by the way, here's my cat. Hi, Neville. Bye, Neville. Alright, let's open this up. Here's the discs over there. Here's disc 1, disc number 2, disc number 3, and disc number 4. Okay, time we get to season 5 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Here's season 5 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And ignore the plain sound, and sorry about that TV being loud. It's just my family's watching some sports right now. But anyways, here's season 5 of SpongeBob SquarePants. This is known to be the last classic season to some people, and this season contains the show's 100th episode, Band in Bikini Bomb and Stanley S. SquarePants. And the Friend or Foe episode is the last SpongeBob episode that Tim Hill worked on before he started his movie career. So here's the disc. I kind of like this. Here's the flipper thing. I actually do like that. All the discs, like there's disc 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah. Alright, now that we got through the solid era, time for the SpongeBob era. Here is SpongeBob SquarePants, the complete 6th season. I kind of like how I refer to it as SpongeBob instead of, well, his regular name. I'm just going to refer to it as SpongeBob. But yeah, here's the episode list. Truth or Square, man. Truth or Square. Pretty controversial. And the special features... Here's the discs. Disc 1, this is disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4. Alright, that's it for SpongeBob SquarePants, the complete 6th season. Now time for SpongeBob Season 7. Here is SpongeBob, the complete 7th season, the worst SpongeBob season of all time, because it contains the worst episode of the series, One Course Meal, which I'm pretty sure you guys know why we don't like that episode. Now, unlike last time, there's no episode list on the back, so I have to pull the disc out. Here's disc 1. Look at this right here. The worst episode. One Course Meal. Ugh. Alright. Disc 2, disc 3, and if I pull this disc out, here you guys are. Here's the episode list right here. Alright, that's it for SpongeBob Season 7. Alright, time for the last season of SpongeBob. Season 8 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And lastly, I actually have this. It's a SpongeBob Christmas on Blu-ray. The reason why I got this Blu-ray because it contains some SpongeBob episodes, but on Blu-ray for the very first time. So I think this is worth it, even though it's double dipping. At least you get some SpongeBob episodes on Blu-ray. That's actually very rare to find. So it's SpongeBob Christmas. Now time for SpongeBob. Sorry, this will be the last time I say SpongeBob. So here's discs 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, that's it for the SpongeBob era, thank God. Now, let's get to the more positive era of the show. Season 9 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Phew, I can finally say SpongeBob, thank God. Anyways, so this season, well, the first 11 episodes were still part of the SpongeBob era, but after SpongeBob Water came out, things got better for the show. This is the longest running season to date, which is having 2012 and ended in 2017 on it. That's actually very cool. So we're gonna look right here, and this has the episode list right here. But if you think there's gonna be something special on the inside, no. And look, a disc fell off. Which either way, it's fine. I test these discs out, and they still work. But still, I think they just can't afford to put back art on the discs. So that's it for season 9 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Next up we have is the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water. And Sponge Out of Water is such a good movie. I saw this one in the theaters when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I actually really enjoyed this movie a whole lot. This movie made me obsessed with SpongeBob again. I'm really glad I got this Blu-ray, especially for Blu-ray 3D, even though I don't have a Blu-ray 3D TV. And this movie is very PG for mild action and rude humor. So let's open this up. And this movie came out in theaters on February 6, 2015. It was going to come out in 2014 just to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the first SpongeBob movie, but it was delayed to avoid competition with TMNT 2014, which, what? That's a stupid reason to delay the movie. Whatever. Anyways, here's the here's the code, which doesn't work, so don't even try. On the back, you get the SpongeBob Hero Pants game. Oh, just ignore my cats. They're just fighting. Anyways, here is the Sponge-tastic toys and the SpongeBob movie game, Sponge on the Run. Gee, is that why the third SpongeBob movie is called Sponge on the Run? I wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, here's the Blu-ray 3D. Here's the Blu-ray and the DVD. So that's it for Sponge Out of Water. Next up we have is Season 10. That's right, guys. Season 10. This is the shortest SpongeBob season to date. And the first SpongeBob season to not have Paul Tibbitt involved, because Season 9 was the last season that Paul Tibbitt was involved in, because he left to work on the real SpongeBob movie 3, or the original one with the alien cat movie, but that did work out for him. Yeah, because remember, Season 10 was going to have like 26 episodes, but they didn't work, unfortunately, because they want to focus on the production for Sponge Out of Water. That's why. And I'm sorry if my cats are fighting in the background. Anyway, so here's the discs. At least I have a flipper instead that doesn't make the discs fall loose, even though there's no back art on the discs. Maybe because they have the episode list right here. Yeah, but Season 10 is a really good season. Same goes for Season 9. Alright, that's it for Season 10 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Let's go to the next season. Season 11 of SpongeBob SquarePants. This is actually my favorite modern season of SpongeBob SquarePants. I think I have to watch this season one more time to see if I really love it. But I remember you loving this season. Alright, here's the disc. Also, this also has The Legend of Bikini Bomb, which is actually the stop motion Halloween special. Here's disc 1, disc 2. If I pull the discs out, you get the episode list right here. that's it for season 11 of SpongeBob SquarePants. The next season we have is season 12 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And this is the first SpongeBob season I have on DVD with the slipcover. So that's really cool. This is actually pretty good. Not one of my favorite seasons, but still a pretty good season. And this is the last season with Steven Hillenburg's involvement before he passed away. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to our Ocean Man. But this season contains the 20th anniversary special, SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout. Which, that is actually one of my favorite modern SpongeBob episodes. I know Jay's Blu-rays has not seen many of our season of SpongeBob SquarePants, but I recommend he actually gives them a chance. And if he doesn't like them, then hey, that's fine. And yeah, I forgot, this season doesn't contain the episode Quarantine Crab, because that episode contains something related to, which I'm not going to say, but I'm pretty sure you can put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, Who Are Zoo, next episode Quarantine Crab, not on there. However, you can find Quarantine Crab, I believe, either on Paramount Plus or some online website. Let me know in the comments. So that's it for season 12 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright, time for the third SpongeBob movie. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. This week was released in Canadian theaters on August 14th, 2020, so just 2 days after my birthday. And it came out internationally on November 5th, 2020. And it came out officially in the United States on March 4th, 2021, the same day as when CBS All Access rebranded as Paramount Plus. This movie was received mixedly. I personally thought it was okay. I don't think it's as good as the first 2 SpongeBob movies, but I'm just hoping Search for SquarePants could at least be better than this. And the movie, yeah, I'm counting it as a 2020 movie because it came out 2020. It was completed in 2020. And the movie's rated PG for, I think you can see right here, due to rude humor, some thematic elements, and mild language. And here's the special features right there. Also, fun fact, this Blu-ray came out on July 13th, 2021, the same day as SpongeBob's voice actor's birthday, Tom Kenny. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. And this doesn't contain a digital code, surprisingly. Mainly because this movie will serve as a launch title for Paramount Plus. Alright, that's it for Sponge on Run. Alright, time for the next season. Season 13 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And this is the last SpongeBob season to contain 26 episodes. And this does include the Title Zone, a SpongeBob Universe special, which that's actually the very first SpongeBob episode I ever watched when it first premiered on TV. So that's actually very special. And this contains the new Nickelodeon Splat logo. And the back, which features like stock art of the characters. And this season started in 2020 and it ended in 2023. Alright, and since it has 4 discs, I'm gonna pause the video and take one out by one. So here's disc 1 right here. Alright, time for disc 2. Alright, got disc 2 out, and you can see the episodes right here. So that's for the discs. Alright, I'll pause the video and take discs 3 and 4 out. Alright, I got discs 3 and 4 out, and here's what they have, the episodes right here. And on the last disc, some of these episodes are available in English only. Alright, I'll get the other discs back in. Okay, I got the discs back in. Alright, that's it for season 13 of SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright, time for the next season. Season 14 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And I actually did an unboxing video on this, but I deleted because the camera quality in that video was really bad. So this is season 14 of SpongeBob SquarePants. This season was originally going to have 26 episodes, but it got split down for some reason. I feel like they want to rush to get this DVD out just for SpongeBob's 25th anniversary. And that's why I didn't get the another 100 episodes DVD. Just because, well, it sounded cool just to get Snow Yellow and Sandy's Country Christmas to watch before they aired on TV. But the packaging in that DVD set was so lazy, so I had to wait for the season 14 DVD set. And this DVD came out on November 19th, 2024, which is unintentionally, or perhaps intentionally, the 20th anniversary of when the first SpongeBob movie came out in theaters. Alright, let's open this up, and it's actually pretty cool on the back. So I'll get disc 1 out. You can see there's SpongeBob, Gary, Patrick, and Sandy. And if I get disc 2 out, you see Mr. Krabs, Squidward, and Plankton. And Pia 1413 is the 300th episode of the series. And yep, here's the episodes right there. Alright, that's it for season 14 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And the last SpongeBob season we have is season 15 of SpongeBob SquarePants, the last season that was available on DVD right now until season 16 comes out on DVD, which won't be sometime in 2026, which is next year. Hey, just ignore the plane. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about this DVD release that it came with a black case, but I decided to get a white case so you guys can see the back artwork better. And this is the first SpongeBob DVD to have the Paramount A Skydance Corporation byline on it. So let's open this up the right way. See, look right here. You see the characters right there. And I did the flipper case, so there's disc 1 right here. And look, if I take the discs out, you get the episode list. This is how the actual release should have been like. I'm hoping season 16 does not end up doing that. If it does, I have to get another white case for that DVD release. Alright, that's it for the SpongeBob seasons. Now time for the spin-offs. We have Camp Coral, the complete first season. Season 2 is not out on DVD. I'm not sure why they're waiting that long. I mean, Camp Coral just ended its run on Nickelodeon, so you might as well put a season 2 DVD for the show. And a little bit of a fun fact, this volume right here was meant to be just that one season, but because of its popularity on Paramount Plus, it was given 13 more episodes, bringing the final episode total to 26 for season 1 of Camp Coral. I remember when the spinoff was really controversial, but it's not as controversial anymore because the show has ended. So that's it for Camp Coral Season 1. And the last SpongeBob DVD season spinoff we have is The Patrick Star Show. I remember watching some episodes of The Patrick Star Show. It's actually really good. A lot of people are saying that the show's actually really, really good. I'll definitely check out some episodes of the show eventually, but right now I'm not in the mood. So let's open these up. Here's the discs right there. And let's get these discs open. There they go, right here. And that concludes my SpongeBob collection to celebrate the release of Search for SquarePants. I'm really happy I made this video. And before I end off this video, I want to make a very special announcement. So this announcement is something to do with my subscribers. I know that my subscriber count is going low. And you guys have to realize I'm currently in high school right now. I have so much responsibilities to do, like study for upcoming tests, finals, etc. You have to realize something. I don't have more time to make more videos like I used to, like back in the summer. And look, guys, I understand you guys want more videos. And trust me, this video right here will be the start of me being more consistent when it comes to me making videos. You have to realize something. most of you guys watching this video might be very young, especially you guys. Once you guys get into high school, your priorities are not going to be the same as they used to be when you were like in elementary school or middle school. You have to realize something. I'm having more responsibilities for me to handle. And you have to realize I'm not like popping videos like every single day. So I hope you guys can understand just to be patient. And hey, you know what they say. If you're patient, then everything will come to you at the right time. Anyways, that's going to be it. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. And one more thing before I end off, I also have the SpongeBob SquarePants Funko Pop. Alright, that's all I have to say. My next video might be my Search for SquarePants movie vlog. See you guys in that video. Bye!